All right, YouTube Missions for what's going on? It's Matt Kennedy, of course. Happy July 7th. Happy Sunday. Hopefully, everyone has a safe and happy weekend. Anyway, I want to say really quick the game drops in 18 days. So be ready for that for MUT 20 launch for EA Access. Again, for all PS4 users, here's what I would do. I would not pre order it yet. I would go ahead and get EA Access when it comes out. EA Access drops on PS4 on July 24th, a day before it comes out on MUT 20 PS4. Okay, EA Access. So, on July 24th, EA Access is accessible to PS4. You get it, you pre order the game a day before you can start playing it, and then boom, you get $20 off for $80 with tax, 86 or whatever your state percent is. For Ohio, for me, it's around 8%. So literally, I saved 10% from ordering it on a online non-disc downloadable game. I saved 10% from ordering Madden 20 from Madden 19. That's 10% off. Then I also save another 10% off from EA Access. So literally, it costs $80. And then with tax, $86 for me, for my state. And then again, guys, for me, $86 for the best version possible. I mean, that's kind of a deal to me. Okay, I mean, to me, that's a deal. Okay. Anyway, so today we're gonna go over the pre-order bonus packs. You know, kind of like which ones I would get, and things like that. So the pre-order stuff. You know, what would I do? Day one, my lineup day one, you know, analysis, this, that. Go ahead and comment if you want to. I mean, not everyone has to comment if you don't want to, but go ahead and comment your strategy and your plan, and maybe a rationale why you chose certain players over the other ones. So again, guys, you know, if you're doing a theme team, or you really want your favorite team from your favorite player or whatever, or favorite player from your favorite team, you know, I mean, go for it, right? If you're doing a Bears team, then I would grab Eddie Jackson. You know, why not, right? These players are not their actual overall. However, I think that like from last year, they actually gave us like for the '89 Brown, they gave us like that. That's what his overall was. So maybe Ramsey actually is an '84. However, is Jerry Rice really an '84? I don't know. And does that mean that he's a launch legend? I don't really know. Okay. Hopefully they're doing things like team captains again this year because, woo. And again, guys, what if we know the team captains, right? So what if we know that the team captains are like a quarterback, which I don't think they'll do. They usually do depthful positions. Like for example, like this year. They did like a linebacker, a wide receiver, a tight end. Because a tight end, I mean, you could have two tight ends. You could have like four receivers. You could have like two or three linebackers. And then the DN straight hand was just kind of like a wild card, I guess. I mean, if you really wanted him, I guess that kind of is a position locked for the year. But hopefully we find out team captain soon and level master soon and MUT master soon. Because those positions matter too. Not really for the pre-order bonuses, but you know what I'm saying, okay? Anyway, so what's going on, honestly, is, you know, this video is going over stuff before the launch solos. Because what if we find out about the rookie gauntlet? All the players and the positions, or the team campaign, or the team diamond, or, you know, you see what I'm saying, guys? So, you know, all these things at launch that we will receive, journey, and all that stuff. You know, for example, Journey Wentz. You know, why would I choose a 82 Tom Brady for my thing if Tom Brady is the Journey Master? That I'm literally going to play EA Access for 10 hours for and then get, you know, finish Journey in the first 2 days. So what's the point of the game? You see what I'm saying? So, you know, maybe instead of, you know, choosing Brady as my favorite team league player, I would then choose like Tre'Davious White because there's more depth and, you know, I can use him more, or Von Miller because, you know, I can actually use him, okay? So again, guys, honestly, which one am I choosing right now? And again, guys, there are different positions. There are three DTs, Donald, Cox, and what's his name, Damon Harrison. There are a couple of corners, you know, Pat Pete, Sherman, and the other ones, Travis White. Three safeties. I want to say Eddie Jackson, Kevin Byard, Earl Thomas. There's really three of each position. There's like 3 or 4 running backs, 3 or 4 receivers, 2 or 3 tight ends. So, I mean, they really divided it evenly. Besides, really, there's 2 positions that are kind of like, they got screwed over. The offensive linemen, there's only 2 linemen, right guard DeCastro, left tackle Trent Williams. And then there's only 1 linebacker, 2 linebackers, Von Miller, LOB, and then middle linebacker, Bobby Wagner. So linebackers are scarce, linemen are scarce, but cornerback, safeties, pass rush, there's only 1 end too, and it's a left end, and that's Calais Campbell. No right end. Right ends are rare right now, and I'm glad Myles Garrett's a right end because I may actually buy his power up at launch or try to pull a power up, try to snipe it, and then go ahead and actually use my training at launch to power him up to like an 87, 88. I'm not even sure how the overalls work this year, bro. I really don't. So, again, guys, we can really sit there for hours and just talk about this. But really, in essence, honestly, to cut the bullshit, I mean, it's really hard to really explain it really quick. But 1,150 training is actually a lot of training at launch. Here is the best perspective comparison, right? So at launch last year, there was a 90 overall legends, right? And they were the only 90s to start the game. There were no 90 base elites. So these 90 legends were going for over 250K. If not, maybe the worst legends, like Lorenzo Neal, maybe 200. Just trust me. So we'll say 200K. Do you know how much training they were? They were over 2,000 training, 2,200 training. So if that was 200K, what is 1,100 training for? Around 100K worth. So 1,150 training is actually almost 100 or 120K in coins. So you are getting over 100K coins in value for training. So don't diss that. That's pretty cool. So again, you can literally like use red chems or, I mean, there are no red chems in the game, but like you could do like, I don't know, like you can like, cause I know last year at launch, I started out with like balanced defense, balanced offense for like chemistries because like it was the cheapest one to do. But you can literally give every single player go deep, maybe at launch, like stress free. You can give every single player lockdown or pass rush or zone run at launch because those actually kind of are important. Okay. Also maybe buy a power up and power up like Myles Garrett, like me. See what I'm saying? But again, guys, which one am I choosing? I'm doing Odell Beckham because I'm a huge Browns fan and I feel like he's gonna be really good and glitchy in MUT 20. So I'm gonna have the 84 Jerry Rice, and then also the 84 Ramsey, wherever it is, right there. Also 15 gold packs. I'm doing all Browns for like the Browns team MVP, team leader, team diamond, whatever you're gonna call it this year. I mean, last year was team diamond. Hopefully I pull enough elites and golds to pretty much get that set almost done. Because I know the Browns are gonna have like probably like 6 or 7 or 8, probably 7 max elites in their team. So if I can pull at least 2 or 3 of them, and then I should be able to pull most of the golds. I mean, it's 15 packs, 2 gold or better. I mean, that's 30 gold or better. And then 3 silver or better. I can probably pull some golds out of those silver or better. So honestly, like I'm gonna get that set almost done for hopefully. I mean, I'm gonna assume Myles Garrett's the master, because last year was like Landry. So this year, it should not be Landry again. It should be like either Odell or Garrett, which would be cool if it's Garrett because getting a good pass rush is important in this game. And I would definitely get that card right away, but for my theme team. But again, guys, for me, I'm going to go ahead and choose Odell Beckham. That way I'll have 82 Beckham, 84 Jerry Rice, and also 84 Ramsey. And then moving on to the training. Again, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I'm doing, but if Myles Garrett does not get the team like master, and we'll say that he just has his base elite, I may try to power him up through the power up for training and like maybe do that because you can literally use that training to get a high overall player. And you're like, what? How? Buy the power up for training, for like a good overall, like 84, 85, bare minimum, right? If not 86, 87. But I don't know what the overall players are, okay? So maybe like 84 is equal to an 88 last year. Because see how we got an 89 Brown last year, and this year we got an 84? So maybe like the 84s are actually pretty good this year. Like the 84s are the like they're literally like one of the highest cards at launch, 84s, 85s. So if 85s are like the highest cards at launch, we'll say the Legends are like 85, 86. Maybe the training, maybe 1000 training can only get you up to an 81 overall. But an 81 is like pretty prestigious at launch, okay? And then the loyalty cards all the way down here. You get to choose 3 of these. For me, I thought about it, and I know Chen really hit a home for me. I would not pick the linebacker because apparently linebackers really got nerfed this year. So I would really not pick him. Also, Juju, only because there's so many good receivers above from like the favorite team elite players. I mean, honestly, I can name them all. Like AJ Green, Odell, Kenny Stills, Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio Brown, okay, Adam Thielen. There's so many receivers above to choose, whereas down here, there's some like really confined positions that are actually pretty cool. So honestly, I would pass from Juju. For me, I am, because I already have the Beckham, and I already have the, what's his name, Jerry Rice, and I have Ramsey. So really, Juju's out for sure. But then now that Demario Davis is out because of the linebacking nerf, I mean, you still need good linebackers for being a good linebackers, but it's not going to make the most impact. So I'm actually going to choose the right guard. He's actually a guard, not a center, to glitch. I'm going to choose the right guard, Zach Mason. That way, hopefully, there's still going to be insta-sheds. But guys, you need good counters to beat the OP pass rush. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Zach Mason. That way, there's no, hopefully that will, counter, any, good pass rushers in the beginning of the game. 82 is pretty good. Considering that they're giving us an 84 Jerry Rice and an 84 Ramsey. So that shows you how good 84s are, because those 84s are for the $100 version, so they should be pretty prestigious. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Shaq Mason. And then I'm going to choose Tyrann Mathieu, because good safety help is pretty important for good coverage and I guess some decent tackling. And then DeMarcus Lawrence, because I need a decent pass rush, okay? I don't know. It depends. If they really screw Nick Chubb and he sucks, like a 78, 79, or even like a 76, that's not really the most usable card at launch. Then I'll actually choose Devontae Freeman, because having a good running back catching and receiving and running and agility is actually pretty important at launch, considering that maybe if your opponent has bad players on defense, Freeman can outrun the Golds or outrun the bad defense of you see what I'm saying? So at launch, if you have a really good running back, he can really go far in the game. He can run past a lot of defenders. So honestly, guys, again, I'm going right now. My gut tells me I think I actually might go ahead and do Mason. It's either Mason, Freeman, and Lawrence, or Mason. No. Mason, Freeman, Mathieu, or Mason, Mathieu, Lawrence. So I know for sure Schuster and Davis are out, but out of the last 4, I don't know, man. But I know for sure that Matthew's guaranteed and Mason's guaranteed. It's just either like Lawrence. If they really give Olivier Vernon a good overall, I'm gonna have Olivier Vernon and Myles Garrett for my theme team. But remember, guys, all these players I'm going to still use at launch, even if they're not a theme team. I'm going to really, truly, I'm going to give myself 2-3 weeks to get all the Browns players for my theme team. So it takes time to get all your players, because Olivier Vernon or, Baker Mayfield or Odell and Landry, they're going to be some pretty higher overall elites, Batonio. So I can't just get them all at launch right away. So I'm going to have to save my coins for them. So having these good players at launch will help me get those good players by saving coins, okay? Let me know which ones you're picking, and we'll see you later.